Hey there, everyone. How you doing today? Michael Zuber, author of One Rental at a Time. And something I want to do now that you could actually help me with is occasionally on social media, maybe it's Facebook, maybe it's Bigger Pockets, maybe it's Reddit, wherever it is, if you see a beginner question that you think I should tackle, do me a favor. If you have my email, it's in my book. Send it to me. If you want to tag me on Instagram, you could do that, but somehow get me the question. Because what I'd love to do is create a couple of very short videos tackling the most common question newbies have. So I have an example of that. Let me bring it up here in PowerPoint and we will answer the common question. Let me share my screen, bring it up. Here we go. And let's make it bigger. So a question I found, I think this was on Facebook, but again, wherever you find it, let me know. And this is it. So a question is very similar. It's, hey, need advice, opinion. How do I begin investing in real estate, either flipping or rentals, when I have very little dollars after my bills are paid and basically zero knowledge on the subject? So I get this question a lot, right? People come to real estate investing, they see the money, they see the possibilities, they get excited, and then they assess where they're at. And they're like, hey, where do I go? So I don't know this individual at all, and that's not the point. I'm just trying to tackle the question at hand. And the good news is my answer that I'm about to give you is the same, even if you have some money. In this case, you have no money and nothing left over. But my answer would be the same even if you had a couple of bucks put away. And here's the deal. First, because you are like many folks out there and you don't have much left over at the end of the month, and you shouldn't feel bad about that. I did a video 3 or 4 weeks ago about a family going broke on 200 grand. So I would argue that that family had nothing left over, right? They were a whisper from being bankrupt. It was a bad situation. But having nothing left over at the end of the month, I would tell you to do what Olivia and I did all those years ago. We got our money right. We looked at our income, we looked at our expenses, and we tried to figure out what the hell was going on. And the reality is, when we assessed our spending situation and where we wanted to go, we had to cut stuff out. We had to understand needs and wants. And that is really the genesis of that second course I created, How to Get Started, or I'm sorry, Get Your Money Right. It's because a lot of people are like that. They increase their lifestyle to match their income as opposed to letting their income rise and keeping their fixed expenses. It's a national epidemic, if you will. So what I would tell you to do first is you need to get your money right. You need to slowly have more left over, or you need to make more money, a side hustle, get a better job, whatever that is. But you need more money, right? If you don't have reserves, real estate's going to smack you. You're going to have a $5,000 roof mount AC go out. You're going to have a $15,000 roof leak. You're going to have a tenant ghost you after being down 2 months. If you're in a financial situation where one blip ruins you, don't start. You need to get your money right. You need an emergency fund. You need to have more money left over at the end of the month. You have some work to do before you get into real estate. Otherwise, real estate will crush you. The second thing you need to do is you need to spend 90 days, maybe 120 days learning a market. And you don't do that with a shotgun. You don't go, hey, where do I go? What do I do? All this stuff. You have to come in and really kind of self-select where you're at. You need to focus. You need to become an expert in something. If you become an expert in this little part of your market, you can find deals and you can find money. If you just shotgun it out there and go, hey, I'm a real estate investor with no money and no experience, that's not going to end well. Money's going to run away. But if you can say, I'm the expert on 3 and 4 bedroom, 2 bath houses in this zip code between 12 and 1,500 square feet, single story, attached garage, you're going to get people's attention because you're going to be able to say, hey, property 123 Main Street is the best deal out of everything currently listed. And oh, by the way, 123 Yellow Street is the most expensive. Don't buy that one. You need to be able to show folks that you are knowledgeable. And you don't do that with a shotgun. You do that with a sniper, right? A single shot rifle. So get very focused and execute daily. The last thing I would tell you is don't be in a rush. What I sense when I see questions like this is you're rushing. You're like desperate. Desperation's not good. Not in real estate. It's not a place where you can come in short term and be done. It's a long game, right? My game was 15 years in the making from first house to freedom. Just slow down, take a breath, acknowledge that you have some financial cleanup to do. It's okay. We all do. And then start doing the work. Focus and daily execution. So that's what I would tell someone. So let me know what you think. Again, if you see questions like this out there, tag me. You can tag me on Instagram, one rental at a time. You can send me an email. It's in my book several times. You can send me an email. You can tag me on Facebook if you want. But yeah, I like to help new questions and just create a library of these. Have a wonderful day. Take care.